What's good, y'all? It's KG of COSIGN Magazine here for the COSIGN Conversations podcast here with the homie Dave East. How you doing, my G?
My dog, what's up?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Living good. I seen on your Instagram, man, that y'all recently wrapped up with season 3 of the WuTang joint, man. I want to talk to you about playing Method Man. How's that feel been like playing Method Man?
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Did you grow up listening to WuTang?
All my life. Like Meth somebody I feel like really influenced me long before I even knew they was gonna do a TV show. Like when I was a little kid, I was a Method Man fan, so.
Yeah. Nah, it's real. I know your story's still being told, right? But if you had to do a story about you, what rapper would you want to play you?
Which rapper?
Yeah.
Damn, son. Play me?
Yeah, they got to play you, though.
That's tough. That's I don't know, man.
Some hard shoes to walk in, though, man.
I would have said Nip.
Yeah.
That's it. God bless my boy's soul, Nip.
Nah, that's real. Speaking on Nip, man, you opened up your store from the deli, NYC, and I know that's inspired by Nip, but talk to us what made you want to do a brick and mortar opposed to, an online store?
You know why I'm not, like, of course I'm on the internet, I use the internet, that's the times we in, but I grew up outside, you know what I'm saying? So I always remember like the mom and pop little stores, little CD stores, t-shirt spots. So I always kind of wanted my own, and then going to LA, locking in with Nip, seeing Nip have his store in his hood.
Right.
I'm like, I want to try this shit. And then once the opportunity presented itself, the location, all that was right, I got it.
Now, I know you said like in your Hip Hop DX interview that he kind of laid the blueprint. Outside of that, like how else did Nip inspire you?
Just his drive, man. He was real intelligent, real, he thought a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's like rare today amongst like street.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like people don't, being smart is like weird or it's like a nerd, you know what I mean? But like Nip was mad smart, read books, I don't know, he just inspired me. His conversations was inspiring. Like he always was on, had a plan. He planned his years out. He planned out 6 months, what he wanted to do in the next 8 months. Like I never did shit like that before. I lived day to day. Nip would plan out what he wanted to do, like, you know what I mean? So he just influenced a lot of shit I got going on in my the way I move, you know what I mean?
Speaking of how you move, that's real because, we got an experience to have dinner with you and chop it up with you, but for those who only know you from the music, being an actor or a father, like, what's like your day-to-day like when you're not working? Like, what does Dave East do on a day-to-day when he's not in the studio, not working? Like, what do you do every day?
I go to the gym. I love like documentaries and shit. So I'm a heavy documentary watcher.
You got to give us one. Name a documentary you be watching.
I tried to watch the Dahmer shit, but it's...
I can't get through that. I can't get through that. Episode 2, I'm done.
I tried, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I like old mafia documentaries. Just real, like shit that really happened before. Like I'm into like true stories, like, you know what I mean? Just learning like more about shit I don't know. So I'm into them type of films, so I watch a lot of that.
Got you. Speaking of like real life stuff, man, have you really tapped into your Dominican side, or you don't feel like you haven't really tapped into like the cultural side of it, or do you really dive into the food?
I feel like I'm tapped in.
Okay.
Yeah, I just did a record with an artist from Puerto Rico and an artist from DR.
Okay. In Spanish or what?
Yeah.
You speak Spanish?
I ain't speaking Spanish on it.
I'm about to say.
Some lines I said in there, but I'm not like that wasn't really like my first language spoke in my crib. My father is Bajan from Barbados. Okay. So I grew up more West Indian than Dominican. They just see the flag in my neck and go, okay. I mean, like they think that's 100% me, but I grew up kind of. My household was kind of split up.
Gotcha.
With the Spanish. My mom's is Creole. My pops is Bajan. It was like a spicy.
Gotcha.
Spicy crib.
Okay. Do you does that feel like that's something that you still in with your kid, with your daughter, or you kind of like you don't really know enough?
Yeah, nah. My daughter's mother is Puerto Rican, so my daughters are they speak Spanish better than me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they babies, you know what I mean? But I wanted that. I didn't grow up speaking it. Like I'd be mad that I don't speak it now, cause I be doing the whole Spanish album, like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. Now my family's from Panama, so.
Yeah, I want my kids to know that. Anything I want my kids to know Chinese.
Yeah.
French, or like whatever I didn't get a chance to really learn, or I like didn't pay attention to, I want to enforce that on them early. So once they get in their teenage years, they bilingual. I just think that helps in the world.
Nah, that's the same, man. Like I ain't grow up speaking Spanish, but my parents did, so I'm trying to teach her.
You Panamanian?
Panamanian. Yeah. Que lo que, you know what I'm saying? Know a little bit.
We speak the same, yeah, I already know. Pop Smoke was the music, you know what I mean?
Pop Smoke. I bet you didn't know the dude from the Jazz who got traded to the Cavs. He's Panamanian. The point guard. Donovan Mitchell.
What?
Donovan Mitchell's Panamanian.
That's my man. I ain't know that. No,
yeah. He
know
posted. He had went to that all white party and he had a Panama flag on his as a chain, and he had posted that. So, yeah, we everywhere. We outside.
We heavy.
Yeah.
The islands is heavy.
Nah, definitely, man. We are called COSIGN magazine, man, and you got one of like the cosigns of all cosigns from Nas, right? So talk to us about the importance of a cosign, especially in the music industry, like how that could change your life.
Shit. The importance of a cosign, the easiest way I can sum it up, Nas said my name on like a Monday. I was living in the projects, nothing really going on, no car. I ain't even have a bank account. Like I had to work dead ass, like you feel me? I was just in the hood. I didn't see no real importance of a lot of things at that time, you know what I mean? I watched Nas say my name on Angie Martinez show on like a Monday, and by the top of the next week, I moved. Like my life changed in a week. In a week's like time, it switched up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it literally happened that, like I didn't see it happening at all. Right. I was just driving. Then he shouted me out and then it just switched up immediately. I went from, like I said, I was in apartment 6E, and then I moved to Jersey. And it never been the same since then. Like it all changed. My daughters will never know how I feel to live in no projects. None of that. Like where I would be at every day. I brought Kyrie over there. I did a documentary on Netflix called Rapture. And I brought my daughter to the hood, but they'll never live like that, like how I did, like how I had to live, you know what I mean? So I think that was the number one thing with the cosign for me that was the illest shit ever. Like that, it really changed my life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hard to adapt to?
No. You know, the hardest part adapting was people. Like how people took it. It took like Nas saying my name, like he put 10 million in my bank account. As soon as he said it, like I'm like, it don't work like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I still was fucked up, but you know what I mean? I just was like, I had a iconic figure speaking on me. Gotcha. And a lot of people in the hood don't know how to take that. They don't know if that means you rich immediately, or if you know what I mean? Like, he just shouted me out. So I had to like navigate through people a little differently. But it wasn't hard to adapt, because everything that's happened, I wanted to do.
Right.
So it wasn't hard to adapt.
No, I got 2 more questions for you. But speaking of adapting, is it kind of hard to tell like the people you grow up with that, you know, it's like you got to change and move differently, but it's like, man, everybody can't come with you. Was that kind of hard, that transition, or was it something like people understood, or something like you still struggle to deal with? Kinda. Yeah.
I grew up with I'm street, so everybody around me is usually street.
Yeah.
So the average street nigga don't want to let you know he's sad or he feel a way that you didn't. Yeah, he don't want to. You know what I mean? So it'd be funny. It'd be like little funny feelings and little weird. You know what I mean? But I feel like it just come with it. You know what I mean? It's like nothing I can shy away from. I just, like with me, I just try to spread love. Like, knowing however I was with you, I was showing love. You know what I mean? However you took it, you took it.
Nah, that's lit. You did a group called The Council, right? But I'm gonna ask you this. If you had to do an R&B project with one artist, like, you know, they did back in the day with Hov and R. Kelly, who would that R&B artist be and what would you call the project?
Damn. Probably Jeremiah.
Okay. Birthday cake? Okay.
Probably
what would you call the project?
I don't know. I don't know. It gotta be something fly. I don't know. But probably him though. That's the homie, and I like his sound. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Last question, man. I know we had a Cavassier dinner, but I know you got a situation with the champagne, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna give you this opportunity, right? You're doing great in life, you know what I'm saying? What would your toast be right now? Would you tell your older self, like back in the day, like what would your toast be? What would you tell yourself about congratulations about how far you come?
How would I congratulate myself?
Yeah.
I ain't never thought of that. You did it, nigga. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would congratulate. I would salute me. You know what I mean? I just feel like it was a lot of nights, a lot of days that none of y'all, nobody knew me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would just salute him for not stopping, for like keeping this shit going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real. Before we get out of here, we are called cosign, so we gotta ask, who does Dave East cosign?
Who do I co-sign?
Yeah, who do you co-sign? It could be a designer, it could be an artist, it could be an up-and-coming ball player that's in AAU right now. Like, who should we be watching out for right now?
I co-signed my nephew, Jameer Young.
Okay.
He like top 15 in the nation. He be starting point guard for University of Maryland this season. I co-signed Piff Jones, artist from Queensbridge, Fire, one of my day one homies. That's all I can really think of right now. My two main, and I co-signed my new store from the deli.
Yeah,
if you ever in Harlem, pop out on 45th Street, St. Nicholas.
Go pop out, show some love,
show some love, man.
Cop some gear. That's what's up, man.
That's my 3 co-signs.
Dave East, y'all heard it here on Cosign Conversations, man. We out here at Ocean Prime and Dallas.
Cosign.
One love.
Gang. Love, baby.